Okay, so at this point we have created all of the pages on our site. So I have services, testimonials, about.html, contact.html, and we've changed the title and we've changed the heading and we got rid of all the generic content. In addition, I also came up here and changed the logo because for this particular site, the logo changes for each page just to reflect the different destinations you can go to when you travel. So I did that by going to this picture and clicking on it, and down here in the properties panel I can click this browse for file button and come in here and choose a different logo, and then same thing for the index. Click on that photo, browse for the file, and choose tribal. And we wouldn't want to actually delete this and then replace it because sometimes that messes with the container, so just click on that first image and then replace it using this method. So I'll go ahead and click File, Save All, and now I need to test it in the browser. And when I do, I can go to Services and Testimonials and Home and About Us. Oops. Okay, so we have a problem. It can't find that page, so there's got to be something wrong with the file path or the name of the page or the code that's on my template. Same thing, content, or actually not same thing, contact looks like it's working, services. But there are a couple things I want to change. I want to add the copyright symbol to my footer because it looks like I forgot it. And I might want to change a few other little design or code items over here. Let's say I wanted to change what the cost of it is or anything like that. So I need to change my template. So let's talk about how we can actually edit the template. When you're going to edit the template, any pages that are based on the template, it's a good idea to save their changes and close them so that they don't interfere with the update process with the template. So now I can go into my site files, go to the templates folder and open up my main template, and now I need to change things. When I had the other one open, see how it gives me a no symbol on areas that are not editable? That means that I can't edit those in this particular page. The only areas I can edit is this logo indicated by this kind of teal tab with a border around it, and I can edit the main content. I can't edit anything else. So how do we update these? Well, we update them using this main template. This is great because we only have to do it once and it's going to update it on all the pages. So let's see what's wrong with the About Us. If I go into the code for this and go down to the navigation, it's looking for the page about-us.html. And if I look over here in the content or in the files panel, I accidentally named my page about.html. So it should be aboutus.html. Now this could be something like you misspelled a word or you renamed it something totally different. So checking that file path is the first step that I would take. So we have two options here. Either we can right click on this about file and edit and rename and do about-us, or we can come here to this and delete that -us and go back to design, and we could have done it by clicking here and seeing where in the HTML it was going. See how it was going to about.html, okay, or it was about-us.html, so I could have deleted it here as well. So that changed, and now I need to add a copyright to the bottom here. So I'll go and add a copyright symbol. And I think that's all the change I want to make. Or let's change this. Oops. Let's change this amount to 2,500. And let's see how all these things change when we actually update the template. So you can see the little asterisk here that lets you know that it hasn't been saved. So I'll click File, Save. It's going to say there are 5 files based on this template. Do you want to update those files? Click Yes, Update. And it's going to run through all of them, and we didn't have a lot of pages, so it actually did it pretty fast. So it tells me done, and I can click Close. Now, if you accidentally said don't update, then that's going to be a problem because it won't update it. So what you do is if it doesn't seem to update correctly, or if it didn't seem to update at all, or you forgot to click update, just make one little change. For instance, I might come here and delete the PM for 2. save it, update it, do it again, and type the PM, save it, update it, and that's going to trigger that update, so it'll update all this other stuff as well. So I'm going to leave that in here right now and hit File, Save. And again, anytime I save any new changes, I can hit Update and then close it. Now always close the template and then open your pages. So if I open my index.html, which is my home page again, I can look here and what are the things I changed? Well, we'll test out the About Us page in a second, but it looks like it does say 2500 and it does have the copyright symbol. So let's test it out in Firefox. And it looks like now when I click About Us, it does work. Oops. Sorry, that's my phone. Okay, so from here we do see the 2500 and we do see the copyright symbol, so we can consider this updated. We can make sure in here by opening the contact form or the contact page and making sure this has all been updated. So I'll just look for that 2500 and copyright symbol to make sure I see a clue that it's happening, and it looked like it did happen on all pages. If you don't trust it, then you can definitely go back to each page and double check it again. So that is how to update your template. Now that's different than updating your styles. If I wanted to change the color of my nav bar, that would just be in the regular CSS. So I could come here and it's automatically going to save that on all the pages, because it technically all the pages link to that one file and you're changing it only on that one file. So the template is for the code, the content itself, all the stuff we see in this code area back here, and the CSS is for the look of it. So if you intend to change content for these areas that give you a no, okay, if you intend to do that, make sure you're using the template. And if you intend to change like the background graphic, then you need to make sure to change the CSS.